Welcome to Ragtag Gaming. I'm Risky Savage,
I'm Wolfie.
and we're playing Mortal Kombat X.
You wonder why I'm laughing? Because just the
I'm guessing it's
face
not your first time in cuffs.
of Jax.
What's your safe word?
Trying to look so hard, like, Oh. Hope you like yourself.
Advise Secretary Blake that Quan Chi is in
Times
custody.
once a
We'll be
day.
moving him to the Supermax facility at Fort Charles within the hour.
Unless you're immortal,
ma'am.
you don't get to eat.
You two stand guard. Prisoner transfer will be here in 20.
Oh,
What's
now
weird,
she
even if
trusts
you're
me,
immortal,
babysit.
you can
Cage,
suffocate.
report.
We haven't caught up to Devora. We had her tracked to the Makiba Cliffs,
what?
but then her
And,
trail went
and
cold.
I guess that's like a
Damn.
thing you can actually drown or suffocate, even if you're immortal and you still die.
She's retooling her smart comm to track
It's like a
Devora's
weird
On
loophole
my
on
command,
immortality.
wound.
That's probably only in certain mediums.
2
Because,
hours?
like,
Sergeant,
I was
your
just
team
watching
doesn't have 2 hours. We need
X-Men
her
a couple
found
weeks ago,
immediately.
and Magneto threw Wolverine into wherever that monument in Washington D.C. is. Like, there's that like
Cassie,
the Lincoln Monument and stuff like that,
appreciate what you're
and there's
trying to
that
do,
big
but
pool,
there isn't
Yeah.
time.
and he was
Bring
in
your
there
team
for like
back
2
here. We need
weeks
to
in the
regroup and
movie,
redeploy.
held underwater, and he didn't die.
They're
Well,
doing their
Wolverine's a
best.
weird case. He also was stripped down to just
I
his
know.
endoskeleton or whatever.
This is before he had the medal.
You two are friends, right?
A lot of
Tell you
weird
what's coming.
tropes.
So like, it might have been whatever you were watching that they suffocated and died, but it's not.
Master
Oh, I didn't. I
Versace,
wasn't. I
I
was
hadn't
more like
received word you were
told
coming.
about like
I will have Quan
a
Chi.
certain thing about
We have things under
immortality.
control.
Then it might have just
must
been in like
die.
one certain like
Raiden
show
needs him.
or
Without
comic
Quan
book
Chi,
or
we
something
can't
or
restore
movie,
Liu Kang and the
but
other revenants.
Yeah,
it's
You'd leave them trapped.
immortality
like
works
you were?
differently in
every different
yeah, in
spectrum of that word.
Yeah. Like I think in Dragon Ball Z, Cooler, even though it's not really canon,
Don't
he
do this,
wasn't
Hanzo.
immortal,
I'll put you down.
but he was
Then we
floating
are
around
at
in
an
space,
impasse.
not dying, not
Somehow.
suffocating, not freezing.
We can make people in space. Couldn't like because Goku couldn't go into space, but like Frieza and them could, but they just use ships because.
Yeah, Frieza can 100%
Quan
go in
Chi is
space.
mine.
Now you're
well.
Scorpion. Kicking some Sonya Blade's ass. Counter. Ha ha. Get wrecked, biatch.
This is the end of you.
I wonder what everyone else is seeing as you two are fighting. Because it's not like you're fighting in like a 3D shape. You're fighting in a 2D plane, but you're 3D. You're two-dimensional beings.
What?
I wonder what everyone else is seeing because you're fighting in a vertical kind of way.
We're fighting in an open space right now.
Because everyone would like to fight in like a circle manner, like 3D fighting, like in like around,
I wish
and
you
not
no
just like
harm,
walk
General
forward or
Blade.
walking backwards. So I wonder how they basically see you as you're fighting. You're just walking back and forth, hitting each other. Is that it? Really?
I'm gonna beat up one person, and I'm just gonna go everywhere else. Is gonna
Oh my god! Okay, never mind. This
Call
this
up your men,
this ass.
Hanzo. If you value our friendship, you will give me Quan Chi.
I don't value shit.
Like, remember, he trained his son.
He just has that at the ready.
What?
Get over here!
Withdraw. Without Sento, you
So-
are vulnerable.
Where's it come back? I understand, like, it has a thing of, oh, it comes back when, if it hits something. But if it doesn't, and, like, someone breaks it, how does he get another one?
I think it's tied to his wrist, and then he just pulls it back on the thing and just.
Well, I know that, but what if it, oh, shit. Like, what if he misses and someone, like, stomps on it, like, breaks it somehow?
And then it's broken.
Then he has another one.
Just like old
Yeah.
times.
There's one on each arm.
Where? I can see.
He's a ninja. He's gotta hide him.
I mean, perfect sense. According to how this game is going. Mofo.
Fucked up. Oh no, I didn't.
Ow.
No, I didn't.
Ow.
Damn, every time I use that one, it doesn't work, but he can lob it perfectly at my head. I have to use the lower one.
I remember. Ooh.
I like Scorpion because there's a decimal right there. It's like, look how much damage that did right there.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
I was thinking about the Sonya, but when you were going in Sonya, it was interesting because when she countered you, you didn't take any damage.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Oh, you got countered, but you didn't take anything. That was terrifying for just a second.
Only Quan Chi's death will abate my
Here comes the
anger.
baby, I think.
Let me see.
Hanzo, no! You've earned great trust for the Shirai Ryu. Do not squander it murdering a withered sorcerer.
That withered sorcerer is the architect of my suffering.
5 years ago, we're going back in time again.
Lin Kiwi Temple?
Lin Kuei.
Lin Kuei?
Yeah.
It's an interesting way to say that word.
I've played this one in 11, so they say it enough that you just know how to say the words. Also, you notice how in that that quick time event, Scorpion was beating up Johnny Cage, but in the very first quick time event,
I do
It
not
was the
Johnny
opposite.
Cage is beating up both of them. Granted, that was back in time, like 20 years in the past, but like, you telling me Johnny Cage was going toe to toe with young Scorpion and Sub-Zero like that?
No. I don't.
And then we go fast forward, he just going through and wash all of y'all.
We both seek to shed our
Have
clan's
some
dark
tea.
pasts, dedicate them to
What the
Earthrealm's
hell was
protection.
that sound?
I didn't even hear
Common
anything.
purpose
Here-
gives
here-
us
I
a chance
was
to
looking
end
at
old
the-
rivalries.
The audio, the wave, and I heard it click in the back,
confess what you've long
and it went
denied,
all the way to like the
that your
orange.
clan's hands are
Before I
soaked
even
in
talked.
Shirai Ryu blood.
I don't even
In
know.
the blood of my family.
And the knuckles on my
Our
hand.
honor is indeed stained. Please, sit.
Yeah, they're at
After you and
they're
I
trying to
were
make
freed
amends or
from
something.
Quan Chi's control, I sought out my clan. I had hoped rebellion from within would have quashed the Grandmaster's plans,
I think they're talking about
but Sector had realized his father's vision.
things that went
The
down.
Lin Kuei had been fully cyberized.
There's a lot between
Urged
those
to
two.
kill Sector and his followers, reform the Lin Kuei, and restore our
In way.
honor.
I am not interested in Lin Kuei politics, Sub-Zero.
When I finally killed
I'm here to
Sector,
establish who's going to be on the
discovered
cover of the
Lin
next
Kuei
video
had
game.
not sacrificed its honor with the cyber initiative.
Valid.
We had abandoned it long
Yeah, this
before.
one's got Scorpion. Or no, this one's got Sub-Zero. And then the next one's got Scorpion. So now they have to fight to decide who's going to be on the cover of Mortal Kombat 12.
What the fuck,
Oh,
Sickles?
I forgot she's even in this game as a cutscene. She's a playable character in the other game.
Without honor.
But yeah, that's another one that's not a playable character in this game, but it's in this game.
Why?
Sashi, wait!
For what? More treachery.
I just want a Mortal
I will
Kombat
have
game
your
with
head.
all the characters, and then you can create your own characters.
Like the fifth game is it was the fifth. It starting the fifth game of Soul Calibur. You make your own character. I forget. I think you had characters in the fourth game. Why? Well, why would he sound muffled? He doesn't have the first
For how the movie came out, they introduced like the main character in the movie. He's related to Scorpion, but he's just a made-up character. I feel like that could have tied into a video game well, and then adds to a create a character process.
Yeah, like how they did in some of the wrestling games.
Every wrestling game basically has create a character.
Yeah, even the,
Everyone for the past like 15 years anyway.
didn't the one to N64 have some form of it?
I don't even know. That's going back.
Well, Can't really remember. Yeah. But like, I know that. What can we call it? Wasn't like the weird story mode that we were talking about before. Is that an actual character in the universe or something?
Our story ends here, Sub-Zero.
Isn't who?
That like weird story mode kind of thing you're going through on the Mortal Kombat.
This is story mode.
You know, like that one player mode that has like an open world thing that you're walking around the area.
What
Oh, you
is
talking
this?
about, I think Armageddon?
I did not
Something like
bring
that.
you here for treachery.
I don't recall. I don't think you created your own
Frost
character,
is
but you
strong,
might have.
but lacks
No, you're
judgment.
not creating your own character.
cannot
Like you
see
play
the
as this
wisdom of
character
kings.
that's now like Sub-Zero or anything like that. It feels like, if I remember correctly, that their own person, but they're not tied to like the main people really.
I don't recall that one. I know there was
You spoke
Shaolin monks
of
who
the
you play
Lin
as
Kuei's lost honor.
Liu Kang and
For
Kung Lao, I
years,
believe.
I had thought
And
you
then I
would
think there was
unfairly
one
blame the
where you
Lin
run
Kuei
around
for
as
the
like
deaths of your
Scorpion
family
or
and
Sub-Zero. I recall it for the
Sector's
Wii.
cyber
I remember
preserved
playing it for the
memories
Wii
revealed the
a little
truth.
bit.
That same thing with Soul Calibur Legends. Like those kind of things were on the Wii. I don't know why.
I just don't understand. Like, if you're gonna put the characters in the game, like, let's play as the characters. But they'd rather release them later as DLC packs and get a little cash grab. I think it's corny, but like I understand people like Predator and Alien fly their face in Jason.
They wouldn't be tied to this universe.
Right, but then in 11 they've got like Rain's a downloadable character, Sindel, Shao Kahn. Like, I understand someone like Terminator or Rambo.
Mm-hmm.
Satoshi.
Like I said, like they're not canon to this universe.
Complicity in the
Like
shield.
I would
Joker
think.
and Spawn are downloadable characters in Mortal Kombat 11, which I think are both cool
I killed
choices.
your brother
Mhm.
because I thought he...
Quan
Since
Chi
they already
is
made
responsible
like
for
the
Beyond's
Injustice
death.
games, so they already have how he can operate and move his movesets and stuff like that.
Sector
Right.
was wrong.
I think that'd be cool. You can create your own
There is a
character in
debt to be
Injustice,
paid,
give him some
and
superpowers.
Quan Chi will pay it.
Poke in the eye. So, with the
Unbind
these being secondary souls,
Scorpion.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion, because the first ones
My
died,
name is Hanzo Hasashi!
hence why that. And
I don't know who the first Scorpion
You
was.
killed
oh,
my
I'm more
wife,
thinking like because they had
my
those
son.
iconic suits, like how you see on.
I just know that
thing.
the current Sub-Zero is not the original
Misdirected my
Sub-Zero.
vengeance. Cost me my one chance to have them restored.
Because they look like demons and whatever now. Because he has
Quiet,
fire eyes.
sorcerer.
He has like
Nothing can help.
ice cold eyes.
We get another fight?
How many fights do you have?
I feel like this is the fifth.
I thought the first one was against Sonya. Then Johnny Cage.
Didn't I fight Kenshi? The blind guy? I fought Sub-Zero.
No, you didn't fight.
Okay, that makes sense.
Unless the video tells Sam wrong, but I don't believe he did.
Hope we didn't forget it. It's all been in the last 15 minutes.
I know. Ouch. Ooh. Ah.
At last, you feel my pain.
Probably not.
Bro, he got stomped in the balls earlier in the game. What do you mean? Like, he's been feeling pain. Oh,
Scorpion, stop.
Okay.
yeah.
No, no.
Punchy.
Fuck you. Ooh.
Stay catching the body.
My love.
Quan Chi, oh, guess I'll have to take the amulet for myself. Oh no.
My love.
Get over here!
Nice. Yes, she flicked it in such a way. And everything is going so fast and so slow at the same time.
Blood for blood. Your debt is paid.
Is he dead?
Free us, now!
Oh hell. I leave. So same guy?
This is Shinnok.
Hello.
How small they are.
This one greets Lord Shinnok.
Kill him?
Quan Chi chose his servants well. He was wise to restore me in Earthrealm, behind their defenses.
Quan Chi deceived
You're such a diva.
allowed himself to be captured. He knew they would bring him here.
A pity he did not live to see his work completed. There will be no surprises from you, Mr. Cage. Bring him.
I don't understand why he doesn't just kill them all right now.
Game's got a game? I don't know.
He points at Jack. There will be no surprises from you, Mr. Cage. Just shoot him. Just kill him.
Ah,
Let us
done.
be on our way.
There is an
Or
Earthrealm force
get your
in Netherrealm.
people to
I am
freaking
aware.
pierce him. He is a human.
Neutralized.
Yeah. Ugh. Wait, this dumper?
They just left.
Oh hey, what's up? Mom! Fuck away from me!
Where's Dad? Shinnok. Mom, where'd they go?
I didn't see them take Johnny.
Mom?
I didn't see him either. We're looking at it and not
It's all in the
grasping things.
cutscene. What?
At the Sky Temple.
So he got hit by a blast. That's why he's bleeding. Like thinking, like,
Well, he got stabbed by Devora, and then he got hit with blood.
oh yeah, because pierced her.
Right.
Hey,
These
look,
guys in the game.
hey, look, Misarugi. I mean, other guy,
Boraichi.
Boraichi, that guy, whatever that guy.
Or Boraicho.
Right then, my old
Yeah,
friend.
you're actually.
It's either Boraichi or Boraicho.
I am pleased
I think
to
it's,
see you.
I think it's
It
Cho.
has been many years.
Too long.
I think Chi
Yes,
is
too
feminine,
long.
Cho is masculine.
We old warriors need to stick together, eh?
Most certainly.
He's
I
a
presume
tubby
recent
Misarugi to me.
circumstances precipitate your arrival.
Yes, yes.
He be
I am
drunk.
concerned that Shinnok may return.
Sake is a hell of a drink.
He be drunk and he be farting on
When
people.
Kano
No joy.
misappropriated Shinnok's amulet, he left behind a snare. Disabling it required that I travel.
I think
through
he was
many
in one of the
strange
DLC
realms.
packs, but
I
he's in
must
the
retire to
storyline for the main
Jinsei
game,
chamber,
so it's like, I don't
regain
know.
my strength.
He should be usable.
You are close to
No, I have
recovering
him.
it then.
I have
Shinnok's
all the
amulet?
DLC characters
not
for this
know.
game.
Disabling Kano's
That way
snare
I'll be
demanded
in
my
DLC.
full attention.
Well,
Once I am
I bought the
rejuvenated,
game
I will
late,
confer with General
so when I
Blade.
bought the game,
If
I have
only
the
we
version
could
that
have
comes with all the
destroyed
DLC
Shinnok
characters, because
during
there's
the last
X.
war.
This is XL.
Only you were mortal.
Like, they're probably going to drop Mortal Kombat 11 that has all the characters on it.
In the future.
Probably, So I tried not to buy too many of them because I knew they'd go on sale.
Yeah.
Such beauty. Like gazing upon the elder gods themselves.
I hold out hope that we can turn this crisis to our advantage.
How so?
I see.
Quan Chi's magic binds the souls of many we hold dear. Capture him, and we can force him to release them.
Liu Kang and Kung Lao restored.
Kinda has some Yoda vibes to
Suppose
it.
it is possible.
As long as Quan Chi lives. I've long regretted losing our comrades' souls to Netherrealm's evil. Kung Lao and Liu Kang, they were like sons. I would move the heavens to bring them back to the light.
Yeah, it happens with age. Also, the face in the background is
It
terrifying.
is as Master Boraicho said. The Shaolin Masters are aboard that ship.
Boraicho said 2 ships.
The
Overworld,
other is
25
disembarked.
years ago.
We need to determine its destination.
They will talk. I will see to it.
No
So
extraordinary
he's talking about these two?
They raided the Wuxi Academy.
Who was he talking
Killed
about
Master
that
Wen.
went to the
Even
used
with
to be like his son,
Tarkatans,
be like his
there are
sons, but then
boundaries
they
we do not
went
cross.
bad?
Yes.
Well, they got turned into revenants.
I still cannot believe
Does that mean that
Shao
you have to
Kahn
die
would host
first?
a brazen attack.
It demonstrated Earthrealm's
I'm not sure if you have to
vulnerability.
die to be a revenant.
Shao Kahn knew
Because I
we
saw
had
that,
no
wouldn't that
reason to
happen to
agree
Johnny?
on the tournament.
Liu Kang defeated
I remember, yeah, they were
Shao
trying to turn Johnny
Kahn.
into a
He will beat
revenant,
Shao Kahn.
and then
In
I don't think
good
he had to
time,
die
Kung
for
Lao.
that.
He almost
First we
did,
free the
though.
Shaolin.
Right. Maybe the revenants are clones.
I feel that way. That whole thing about the 11th game with them.
Oh, do I have to fight Baraka again?
This
In
one
the
leaves
past?
with the tide.
25 years in the
Shao
past.
Kahn
Devor-
demands the
I don't think
hostages
the-
be
has-
unharmed.
Their wounds are
I'm
not
trying to remember if
fatal.
Devora was
I'm
new in
told
this
Baraka.
game or not.
For your sake.
For yours as well. If you harm them,
If I heard Baraka
answer
taking
to
it now,
me.
but it's like, you about to get bodied in the future by her. Cat's my sniffer jacket.
I like her, but that smell.
Well, when she's not running around being loud, I think he's starting to get used to her more, but...
Yeah, that's 2-3 territory. Ooh!
Eventually he'll just go in the room and watch TV with her and just lay down on her.
We'll fall in the water.
Now if he fall in the water, I'm electrocuting the water.
You will not see the tournament.
Oh yeah, that's why I said like, how do they see you? Because the other two fighters were not that far away. So you did that, you're right where they are. Ooh.
That was a funny...
Displacer.
I didn't mean to do all that. That's not done.
Ooh. Ooh.
He got slow as he was raiding.
Again, what in the hell?
Electrocute.
Lightning.
Thunder rising.
Do not provoke a god.
What is this? Pokemon? His face looks horrid. Do you see his face?
Who, Baraka?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a monster looking dude. Well,
No.
He's a cotton. He got teeth coming out of his face.
No, not that. Look at his bloody ass face.
Yeah.
You will return to
That's
the
what I
wastes
meant. Like,
with no
and it looked like you
prize.
actually were physically assaulting his face with your
Step aside.
hands.
Oh, I didn't even see him getting like that over the game.
Well, that's why
I like it when games do that. I like Dragon Ball Z games. I like when your character becomes more disheveled as the fight goes on.
like when Goku loses more of his clothing.
Yeah, like when you get hit with like a big ki blast or something, and then suddenly he's like all bloody,
Power. What are
fucked
you?
up.
Disheveled.
I am of
Yeah,
truth
I
and
like
light.
that.
But I think I said like that when with when you're using Jax that
And worships no
your face was
gods.
all like messed up, but right when the cutscene's over, you're fine. Alright.
Keep blocking all my stuff.
He's like a go like with. Oh dear. Oh yeah.
Your pain was predestined.
It's quiet.
What does that even do?
You will incubate my
Charge something? Reminds me of Yoshimitsu. Like when he sits down and does like the sword thing and gains health.
I think it said electrocution. Like it wasn't electrocuting nobody though.
You have to get like, you have to get up on them just for it to work. It seems a very, you have to know how to use Raiden kind of move.
Yeah. He has a staff in 11. And he can. And it's really. I like using the staff because it's got range.
When a god speaks, heed him.
But I thought he would have a staff. It seems
It might just be the variation of him that doesn't have a staff. Because there's
Let
3
us
different
free those
variations
aboard this
for
vessel.
each fighter.
Then you will find the second ship.
Where will you go?
with him being like, well, one of
Tournament
the
begins
things
soon.
is
Join me as
fighting
soon as you
style
are able.
being the lightning god,
will
or thunder
succeed.
god, or whatever none it is.
Yeah, he's
That
We think he
Thunder
has a staff.
I am certain.
I think one of his variations
Well,
does or should.
I like the jacket. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with anyone who has the powers of electricity. Piss him off, he zaps the life out of you.
I want a Static Shock TV show. Live action.
Oh,
Borecho!
Rachel.
I think a Static Shock live action movie would be cool, but I just feel like they rush it and mess it up.
Yeah, it usually happens with those. Not all the time, but usually.
Like when I say I want a Static Shock show, I don't want like 7 seasons like Flash. I want like 4. I feel like most shows are good with like 4 or 5
His
seasons.
soul cannot be subjugated.
Don't
kill him?
don't elongate it too much.
Right. Like I like the 100 that had like 6 seasons,
You
and
will bear
then
witness
from
as I
point
conquer
A
his
to where it ended,
Then
it's like 2 completely different shows.
That's probably was the good part
I would
about
not
that.
boast of
I feel like the
victory
Mortal
prematurely.
Kombat movie would have been a better
I have
TV
already
series.
won.
Than a movie.
Yeah.
Like that's probably the same thing about Dragon Ball Z movie that everyone doesn't like.
Which one, Evolution?
Yes.
Yeah, that movie is terrible. That's probably one of my favorite terrible movies. Because like if it was on TV and I didn't back in the day, I'd watch it. Like I wouldn't switch channels usually on it unless something else really good was on.
Yeah.
But that's just because I like Dragon Ball Z a lot.
I think if they went with if they actually did it like a show, but they did a faithful reimagining of it in a movie.
The thing about Dragon Ball Z movies is it's like which saga are you gonna do it about? Like which villain?
Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Z.
Like if you're gonna do a movie, right, a Dragon Ball Z movie, are you gonna do it about the Saiyan saga? Like it has to be multiple movies, regardless.
Yeah, they
like,
have to have the
to do the
Saiyan.
Saiyan, like you have to do the Saiyan saga, then Frieza, then selling the androids could be a 2-part movie right there.
That's more than 2 parts. There was that secondary part with Android 13 and Android 15 Android.
That's a different movie.
Yeah, but they're in the same exact
and
area.
It's not canon.
Really?
Yeah, it's not canon.
I don't know.
The movies aren't canon.
All I know is I remember if it was that was canon and the whole thing, it'd be multiple parts of things because why I now understand why it wouldn't be canon. Like the androids were just around, and they are just these 3 random androids. While they're just shopping, while 2 other androids are just going around doing stuff. Like, that didn't make any sense.
Okay, this is Thunder God Raiden.
That makes sense.
I feel like I have less moves.
Like it. But would you? No.
I got thunder in my hands. He's just gonna grab me and start hitting me a bunch of times. Like, okay.
But one thing I think would be very interesting if they even thought of doing it. Like, see how this guy has his hat that can pretty much saw you in half?
Yeah.
That you did like a counter kind of fatality, which it uses his own hat against him. So you use the.
Oh damn! I didn't even notice that hat. That hat is sharp.
But like you use the anything about them that would be in their fatality towards you against them. That would be I think that would be an interesting like kind of add-on.
Blocked my fatality. I would get annoyed if they were blocked. If I beat them and then you block my fatality, I'd be big pissed.
No, you beat them and then you like finish them, but you use like something that they fatality kind of thing that they would be used, but against them.
That's a lot. That's a lot of coding.
That's probably why.
Because like you'd have to do that for every character. So say there's 20 characters, that means you have to have 20 different variations of that one fatality. It's probably enough just to like I'd be impressed like for he beat Devora and then he had green blood on him.
Yeah.
And if you fight like the Terminator, he has like gray fluid.
Yeah,
Spawn has green blood too. Like I like that detail already. That's a lot to me right there. Like you gotta change their blood, then you gotta go and incorporate like his hat into your fatality, like.
But like probably that would probably be like one type of fatality for each character, so it'd be 20 different fatalities by all the same characters use the same type of fatality with the.
That's a stage brutality.
Oh.
Like there's like different stages you can do a brutality and kill somebody instead of a fatality.
Well, I know that one. We did it with Johnny Cage with that one thing. You freaking knocked Raiden's arm and leg off.
Did I?
Yeah, I remember that. But why like me and like it'd be like a it had to be a copy and paste kind of thing. So it would break the game itself with coding. But like if you use wherever it is. Like the guy with the hat, everyone they just use the hat. They just have the same type of fatality every 20 characters. If we're using 20 characters or thing, so it's pretty much the same fatality, but you're still able to incorporate it.
I see what you're saying now. Okay. So it's basically like a defeat fatality for one specific character.
Yeah, like when remember what they had the whole in the first game, I think. First or second game, it still was like there was a bunch of characters looking exactly the same. They had the whole you can use a fatality, or you can use like an animal thingamajigger that made you like for I think this for Scorpion it was like you use a T-Rex or something, and then you can do like that so you don't use a fatality at all. You're pretty much.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, they can do it because they have in 11 they have friendships.
Yeah, no, that's from the original.
They have friendships new? Okay.
Yeah, the first one.
I thought that was new for like 11.
Because if you knew how to do it, you can for I think one of them, I don't know who it is, but they pretty much get like a pogo stick kind of thing. Hop on a pogo stick and it says like some kind of friendship group thing. This bitch.
Damn, son. Damn.
Did he first died?
Maybe. Because he's gonna still be alive after I hit him with this.
Nigga's gotta get him. Yeah, he's gotta get him. That came close.
I regret our paths have led here.
Look at your face all bloody. Now it's ugly.
I think that was 4.
Oh no, I'm dying. Ew. Oh no, Johnny, you can puke on. So I guess they did take Johnny.
Yeah, I didn't see them take him, but
I guess it was like a very fast motion, like they kind of warped them. I'm gonna poison your thunder.
I think they called it the Jinsei energy or something.
File the Jinsei, Shinnok.
Yep. Shit. I think he's bleeding.
That's a fatality right there.
He is dead.
Shinnok wins.
Brutality, that's a fatality. I can do this because I'm awesome. Life energy. That's death.
Well, they're not trying to hide.
You told him death. You told him no death energy. Oh hell. Oh yeah, go to your families. Kind of fuck here. If you knew you were screwed, would you still continue on?
What do you mean?
Like it was the odds were like 1,000,000,000,000 that you would actually win.
Against him?
To survive.
To survive in the world?
To survive in the world.
I guess I'm gonna adapt.
Whoa! I saw that face before.
It's the final boss.
Tremble before me, elder gods.
That's gonna end something else. Weirdly.
No, Shinnok. Even now, others come to defeat you.
Shut your bitch ass up.